Hey guys, Manchester City have just beat Burnley 5-0 and it was wonderful to watch. Manchester City's free-flowing football. Honestly, we've been really spoiled so far. 8 goals in 2 games back and it's been absolutely delightful. Like the One Football app, what a transition that is. Genuinely, One Football is absolutely fantastic. And if you've been watching this channel for some time, you'll know it's been sponsoring me for absolutely ages. Thank you, One Football. Go and download it in the link in the description for all your Manchester City news and loads of Manchester City and football goodness in general. Please go and click it in the link in the description because the more people who do it and all that kind of stuff, download it, the better it is for you and for me, if I'm being honest, and everyone involved, and you won't regret it. So please go and click it in the link in the description. But yeah, City have just won 5-0, a 3-0 and a 5-0, and it's really good at the moment. It's good watching Manchester City, and I really have missed Manchester City play football. And I think we've shown just again how good this side is. This was a team clinical, professional, and given everything going at the moment, they would have had every excuse to be a little bit rusty, but they weren't. They went out today and they were excellent despite a largely changed team. I'll go on to the team lineup now. Guardiola really wasn't messing around with the whole changes thing. He made an absolute shit ton. How many was it? About 7 or 8 or something like that. Ederson stayed in goal. You know, Zinchenko and Cancelo coming in. Otamendi and Fernandinho. So a whole new back four started this game. No Mendy, Walker, Garcia or Laporte from the last game. So he made 4 changes there at the back. Then Rodri came in. There's a 5th. Foden started this one in midfield. David Silva got the other slot. Actually, Foden went out wide, but David Silva started alongside Bernardo Silva with De Bruyne dropping to the bench. Sterling was on the bench for Foden. Aguero came in for Gabriel Jesus, and Mahrez was on the right. So we made absolutely loads of changes. And I'm being honest, it showed just how good we've got it as Manchester City fans these days. I know that we're not going to win the league this year unless something weird happens, but that'd be funny, wouldn't it? Imagine that if it actually happened. But largely, life is very good for us. We watch this football. We watch this team play this. We watched this team score wonderful goals, and we can see a whole basically 11. Well, it was 8. He was doing the maths. It was 7 or 8 anyway. And we can still be that good, and we're really very lucky. I do feel a little bit for Burnley as a side, not for their fans, and we won't get into that banner and all that kind of stuff because that was just atrocious. But Burnley as a side, they had like their best players out and all that kind of stuff, and they had a bench. They couldn't even name the full bench. They had a bunch of kids on there. So we're very lucky to be able to bring on 5 players of basically international top-class quality. It was a world-class bench today. We're lucky to be able to do that, but you can only really beat the team in front of you. And we did that, and we did that comprehensively. Burnley, basically, it was always going to be tough for them. I was very cautious in my match preview saying only 2-1, but deep down, I kind of thought we'd probably going to spank him, but I always like to be cautious just in case he buzzes up in my face a little bit. But maybe I should have been a little bit more optimistic because Burnley, missing key players, clearly lacking match fitness, a very short squad. City were comfortable today, absolutely comfortable. And what impressed me was the commitment and once again the professionalism. I think it's been said before, and I'll say it again anyway. I think teams with a strong identity at the moment are the ones who will adapt to life quicker than the teams without one. And especially the top players. That's the one thing the top players have got in common. Not only are they incredibly talented, but they're just more likely to keep in shape. They're more likely to be focused. They're more likely to find their peak performance quicker because they're just better athletes all around. They're better professionals. So it's not just about their ability. Sometimes it's about their focus. And they showed just how focused and how ready they were. And Guardiola will be absolutely delighted. The first half, the goals were lovely. The first goal, Phil Foden today, delightful, absolutely delightful. That goal, I've said this plenty of times in videos, that Phil Foden is a 20-goal a season midfielder. How many is he on now? Is it 9 or something like that? Either way, it's 3 in his last 2 games. And he doesn't even start regularly. Yet he scores and assists and all that kind of stuff all the time. And this was probably his best Manchester City goal yet. A long-range 20-yard drill it into the bottom corner. Delightful little first touch just to open up the space, just to invite the defenders, but still they couldn't get near him. And he drilled it into the bottom corner from like 20 yards. That was like 20 minutes in. And Foden capped that as well with a second goal later on, tapping in at the back post after Gabriel Jesus kind of played it to him. He also was involved heavily in the fourth goal, I think it was. He played this almost De Bruyne, maybe David Silva-esque actually, but it reminded me of De Bruyne's pass to Sterling, to Sane, who then played it to Sterling. I think it was against Stoke all those years ago. It was very that. A no-look reverse pass. And that kind of stuff's just magic. And this is from a kid who's clearly growing in confidence to the fact that he'll try this kind of stuff or he'll try that shot for his first goal. So that was like a pre-assist kind of pass thing. He played it through to Bernardo, who cut it across to David Silva. But that goal was all about that reverse pass. There was a couple of moments as well where he dribbled through the middle. He looked incredible. He didn't want to be tackled. He looked strong. He looked confident. He's clearly just a part of this squad now, and he feels at home. And you can't really deny that productivity as well. He just creates goals. He scores goals, and he'll do that more and more and more in plays. And he's looking stronger as well. And he's one of our own. And he's a City fan. And it's exciting. And I love it. I absolutely love it. We've got a young lad breaking through at this team, and we have to make sure next season that he gets these chances because it's critical because he could mean so much to this team. He could mean so much to Manchester City fans for years and years. He was fantastic and my man of the match, and rightfully so. Got to give it a shout out to Mahrez as well. The second goal was all Mahrez magic. A wonderful Fernandinho pass, kind of pinged across. It's the same from the other day actually. Fernandinho pinging balls across to Mahrez, whose control obviously was delightful, and then ran at the hard defence, put two Burnley defenders on their arses and drilled it into the bottom corner. A genuinely wonderful goal. But that's Mahrez in a nutshell. It was classic Mahrez sitting the defender down. And it's what you really love to see. The third one was a penalty. It looked a bit soft. A lot of City fans disagree. I just thought it was so innocuous and so soft that it didn't affect the game in any shape or form. That I would have been disappointed if it was against City. Having said that, he did get Aguero's foot first. And it's a VAR penalty. It's not a real life penalty. It's only a VAR one. But fair enough, penalty it was, and Mahrez put it in the bottom corner for his second of the game. Aguero did go off after that. Now, rumours, I think Sam Lee posted on Twitter, it wasn't about a knock of that. Apparently it was about a knee injury. Aguero wasn't too sure, which is a bit concerning because obviously we don't want Aguero with a knee injury because that would just be absolutely catastrophic. He wasn't that great beforehand as well either. But it is what it is, unfortunately. Hopefully, it's nothing too serious. Elsewhere on the pitch, Zinchenko, it was fine for him. I don't think Burnley even had a shot. Did they have a shot? I can't remember a single shot that they had to do. Ederson just strolled through it because that's all he had to do. Cancelo was good. He was solid. He didn't really burst forward or anything like that, but he was good. Linked up really intelligent with Bernardo and Mahrez over on that side of the pitch. And he was good. I liked it. He's obviously very good on the ball, very competent technically. Otamendi and Fernandinho, I mean, once again, it was a stroll for them. They had absolutely naff all to do. And they did it well. They did naff all well, I guess, if that makes any sense. They were just competent and they were there. Rodri in the middle. He just took up for Burnley's midfield. He was fine. He controlled it, as did David Silva and Bernardo alongside him. Bernardo, I thought was good, actually. I like Bernardo drifting around everywhere, getting involved in what many people see as his best position. He was involved in goals. He was causing problems. His movement was really good. His tenacity and his intelligence, his link-up play. One bit where I saw him run back to cover for Cancelo, who'd gone forward. Then he won the ball from the ensuing counter-attack. That's just very Bernardo, very clever stuff. And it could be that his long-term future is there in the middle, but either way, it was a good performance. David Silva was constantly popping up in little kind of pockets of space, and he was just too intelligent for Burnley. Obviously, we're seeing the end of David Silva's career, but he's still just far too good for Burnley at the moment, and he showed that today. It was a lovely little performance. Mahrez, good goals. Foden, good goals. De Bruyne got on, didn't get an assist or anything like that, unfortunately. I saw Laporte and De Bruyne coming at one point, which just kind of felt cruel, really, didn't it? It felt really, really cruel, but funny. And then we saw Leroy Sané come on as well. Sané got a run out, which was... I had a feeling with about half an hour left we'd actually see that, and I did tweet that, and it did happen. I was waiting to see Sané open his legs to see if he could actually run and stretch his legs a little bit, but we didn't get to see if he's still at that pace. Not because I think he's got a future or anything like that, but I just want to know if he's the same player. When a player's been out that long... well, naturally, there's some question marks about his fitness and whether he's the same player that he was prior to his injury. And to be honest, if he's going to be around the squad until he goes, we may as well make use of him because he could add a few more million to his transfer value. It could answer some questions about his fitness that other clubs would probably have and say, look, how do we know he's the same player? And also, I guess, what if you get a few injuries? Having someone like Sané fit and ready could be very useful towards the end of the FA Cup running or the Champions League running. So it'd make no sense for us to burn those bridges. I don't really see the point because it could come back to bite us on the arse a little bit. So for now, if we can be cordial, we could use him and maybe get a bit of extra money out of him. Hopefully he doesn't get any knocks. I mean, I would like to see some kids on the bench, maybe someone like Cole Palmer or Tommy Doyle or something like that, or Jaden Braff, but I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. Maybe if there's a knock or two, they'll get a chance if they get on with the five substitutes. But overall, that was good. Manchester City are very good at football analysis. We all know this anyway, but we've been treated now to 8 goals in 2 games, and it's been a really nice warm-up for the Chelsea game, weirdly. It's felt like these games have been warm-ups. It all feels like warm-ups at the moment. It is weird with the empty stadium, and it is weird with no fans there, and it is weird watching it because it does have definite pre-season vibes, but I would be lying if I didn't say, if I said I wasn't enjoying watching Foden kick a ball again, or Kevin De Bruyne, or David Silva, or Bernardo, and all that, it is nice to watch Manchester City Football Club, if that would make sense. I meant to say Manchester City play football, but Manchester City Football Club play football. I pretend I meant to say that in the first place. Shut up, Stephen. It is nice to see us play football again, because I did miss it. And it's good, and it's lovely chatting to all you guys as well on Twitter. Sorry about the messed up watch long earlier. I just utterly messed it up. Technical problems. I think my laptop's dying on its arse a bit, which is typical. But City have won. It was good. Foden was class. He's becoming top class, as we all know. He's going to be in the England team eventually, and he's going to force his way into the City team. It was wonderful. City have won 5-0. Thank you for watching this video. If you are new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And also, give this video a like and all that kind of stuff. Go watch some of the other videos on this channel. Go and download OneFootball in the link in the description below. And I'll see you tomorrow for 5 things learned and possibly a video with Walter and Alex from Blue Rising as well, which should be fun. In a bit.